Good morning, brave awakened ones. This is Veronica, Lady V of HigherRealmHolistics.com, certified integrative holistic health nurse, Reiki master, certified EFT tapping, spiritual counselor and guide, lightworker Sherpa, Higher Realm Magic High Priestess. My office is located in North Miami Beach, Florida. If you're interested in any of my services or interested in purchasing any of my number one selling books, children's books and adults books, or my original merch, because I'm an original chick, okay? I'm an original, you know? They can try to fake it, but they can't match it, okay? Only imitators, not originators. Okay, I'm an originator. You can go to higherrealmholistics.com. And I want to say thank you, subscribers and supporters and Patreons. And I did do my first drawing for my free session with Lady V, 60-minute session for my Patreons. And I sent out the announcement to my Patreon. So thank you. And congratulations to the winner. And also for my Patreons that are the $4.44 and higher tier, I also sent out the link for the Q&A that I will be holding via Zoom video conference coming up this Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that is August 10th. Okay, so Patreons join me there for Q&A, Ascension Q&A. You can ask me questions and things like that. Okay. And I also want to remind everyone to please join me on 8/8 Lionsgate. That's Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're going to do a live, yes, it's free, meditation focusing on anchoring the highest probable timeline that is based in love. Okay, that is the follow up to what we did when we collapsed the lowest timeline, which was the WW3 timeline. We collapsed that. Okay, and now it's time for us to anchor in that highest probable timeline, because that is when that portal between Sirius, the star Sirius, has been in alignment with the galactic central sun and our sun, and that that's light source, the energy directly from source is coming into earth and hitting earth. Okay, for us anchoring in that timeline. Okay, so don't forget, bring your crystals, bring your candles, whatever it is that you want. I was given, which I have to write down because I don't want to forget, because I'm always getting these downloads. I was given certain things to do that we're all going to participate together and do that day. All right. So that'll be via YouTube, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join in. Try to get, friends and family to join in if you can. All righty. And I also want to remind you guys that I am using the Patreon account to help keep open my office, at least through the end of the year, so I could have free Ascension teachings, and I do Reiki and EFT tapping, and I did one last Saturday, and I'm going to do one again on the 17th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and again, my office is in North Miami Beach. Very easy to find. It's right off the I-95, so I'm giving you time, guys, plenty of time. We were there for over 3 hours last time, which, I want to keep it down to 2 hours. But, if we're rolling and people are having breakthroughs, then, hey, we're going to have some miracles and breakthroughs. All right. So if you want to come, you want to bring the kids, bring the family, but the kids must be, I'd prefer, if 16 and over, there are adult topics that we discuss, and I don't want anybody running around and disrupting people while we're in meditation and having breakthroughs. It's a consideration for everyone. Alrighty. So that's free. All right. The 17th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, August 17th. Alrighty. Now, with that out of the way, all right. I made a video this morning discussing an imitator. All right. And there are some people who are like, just as long as the information gets out, what does it matter? It matters very much who the source is. very, very much who and what the source is, because that particular source, he's getting all twisted. He's not even getting it right. That is why I can get a message and two other light workers can get the same type of message, but we have our different interpretations of it, but it's coming from a pure place. It's coming from, it's coming from a place of love. Okay? It's not coming from a place of greed and manipulation, which is where he's coming from. Which is why, his video that he posted, his last video that he posted, is a combination of a few of my videos put together, talking about timelines, talking about the timeline that I gave very clearly of 2019 to 2022. And I know you guys heard me talk about that a million times. Talk about timeline collapsing and, and he's getting it all wrong and twisted. And there's over 600,000 people who are like, yeah, who are falling for it. And I did go on his channel and I did post comments, and I particularly posted a comment under his own comment and said, at least you could reference where you got the information from. And I posted all my videos where I know he got the information from. Okay. And then I looked a little further and it was even more of my videos that he took, not just mine, but several others that I know I came by. Now, I seem to be the one not in the know, because it's like almost everybody knew who I was referring to. And I was like, oh, I feel like I've been left out of the loop or something, because, I've mentioned I don't follow anybody. And if a video comes across and I'm guided to watch it or listen, like I did this morning, I did someone else's meditation. I know it's coming from a pure place, so I will do it. Or if I'm sent a video from another light worker and they're like, hey, I think this information is either confirming something you said or is important, I watch it, so, I don't even remember seeing any of his links and whoever else he works with until this morning at 4 a.m. And I was guided to click. The title, I saw the title and I was like, that sounds familiar. And then I had a feeling. And when I clicked on it, I was like, what? And it made me sick. And the reason why I'm still shaky and teach challenge, because I get that way around narcissists. It is a horrible feeling. I pick up on narcissistic energy extremely strong. And it is a horrible, his energy is so dark, manipulative, narcissist, wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't know what else to say. Really terrible, 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 terrible energy. Horrible, dark, manipulative, co-opting, energy. And that is what they do. They put out half-truths. They take truths from other people and they put it in their way to manipulate you in order to guide you to do whatever it is that they want you to do. That is why it's important. I know I honestly, it's really naive to say that, oh, it doesn't matter just as long as it's coming out. It's coming out wrong. It's coming out wrong because it's an imitation, not an origination. It's an imitation. So it's coming out fucked up, backwards, upside down, not right. About half of it's right. Okay. So that's why I need to say about that. And, yeah, any which ways. So what this video is about is, I did say I was supposed to do this yesterday, but I was a bit drained yesterday because there was just some strong programming coming through that's been going on, but it's like the dark side. They turned up the notch when it comes, all those shootings. Yes, all those mass shootings. And there was Chicago also. No one's mentioning Chicago because they're so used to so many killings being in Chicago. But it was like 7 or 9 people killed in Chicago too within that 24-hour period. So yes, Chicago also, okay? All those mass shootings and everything, plus turning up the notch on bashing of the divine masculine. That is what I'm addressing right now, which is very connected to the whole transgender agenda. And yes, it's an agenda. And also, so is the Cinderella programming. That came up to me so strong when my daughter was on the phone on me, and that's all I kept hearing and seeing, which is what drained me so much on top of my sessions. So I was like, oh, I was on sensory overload yesterday. Okay, I'm still a bit on sensory overload, especially after seeing that imitator this morning. Okay, so the video I have up right now. Whew, sorry, I'm still feeling a bit right now. Is too much yin, not enough yang. And it is about the squashing of the divine masculine energy. Yes, there is a masculine and a feminine energy in the universe. Okay. I've mentioned to you guys, I go by Hermetics. Okay. And each energy has characteristics to it. Every energy has a characteristic. Divine masculine functions in a certain way. Divine feminine functions in a certain way. You cannot function properly and ascend properly without there being a good balance between the two. It doesn't matter if you present as a girl or as a boy. It does not matter. You still need, or if you're transgender, you still need that balance of the divine masculine, divine feminine. And what's been going on right now is the complete bashing and squashing of the divine masculine energy. And there's a very practical reason for it. Without the divine masculine energy, all that divine creativity coming from the divine female, all that creativity and knowing does not have direction. Hear me. Without the divine masculine energy being balanced with the creative divine feminine energy, without your yang being in balance with your yin, you do not have direction. You cannot make a move. You are stuck. You are static. That is why everyone is stuck in their damn feelings. That's what they want you to be, stuck in your feelings, and not take those feelings and make those feelings work for you so you could move forward, so you could be focused, so you could accomplish things. That is what's going on with the squashing, the toxic masculinity thing. That is a big part of it. The whole transgender agenda, get them while they're early. Fuck them up and throw them off of their path very early by swiping away as much as you can under divine masculine energy. And notice they're co-opting the divine feminine energy that is rising to meet the divine masculine energy and messing it up, twisting it, fucking it up. Y'all know I'm into comic books and stuff like that, all right? Taking all these traditionally masculine, like the one that got me the most was Thor. Now, Natalie Portman, a wisp of a woman. I have nothing against the woman, don't care. I don't like her as an actress, but I don't care. A very wisp of a woman. Like she's like 5'2", 5'3", and she weighs about this much, and she looks anorexic to me from a medical professional point of view. I'm saying she looks like she has some eating issues going on. Just saying. And she's supposed to be Thor. Thor, by the way, is his name. She's supposed to be the one yielding the hammer. Really? Really? That's what I'm saying. And even Batman, they got a female Batman, and they're trying to take these wisp of women, even Captain Marvel. They don't even get strong women. Look at Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, I love me some Wonder Woman, man. I was always Wonder Woman. Look at Wonder Woman. The person they got to play Wonder Woman when the movie came out. Strong, feminine, she's sensitive, she's understanding, she's caring. She can't even walk by a baby without being like, oh, baby, I want to touch it. But she's in balance with her divine masculine. She is strong. She is intelligent. She has no problem throwing off the freaking cape and jumping into the front of the battle. That is in balance, and she's doing it out of love and compassion. It's taking all that divine feminine energy, that mother energy, that mother bear energy, and focusing it and doing something with it. You need the divine masculine in order to do that. And then you have the messing up the men, taking that divine, calling it toxic masculinity, because it has been for so long, where they've been told to squash their divine feminine energy, to be all drive and not be considerate, not be compassionate, not have the type of deep love and sensitivity that they need to take all that drive and to apply it for the greatest good of all. Okay, y'all get what I'm saying here? So, that is what's going on. If you're stuck, if you're afraid to jump, if you have a cajillion different options and you can't pick one, that is what's going on. Your divine masculine, divine feminine are knocked off, where your divine masculine energy is being squished. And you need to raise your divine masculine energy to focus all that creative divine feminine energy so you could move forward. Okay. My issue in my ascension and awakening process was actually my yang being stronger than my yin energy. Okay. Where I was always overly focused. People would call me cold and insensitive, and I'd be like, what? And now I believe it or not, I know some people are going to say that, but it's just a New York thing. Okay. I'm very well balanced. Even my Reiki master teachers were like, wow, we've never met somebody so balanced ever. It's like, how did you get that way? I'm just like, from the age of 4, working on it and knowing I had to get to that delicate balance. But the reason why I was off balance was because I was in survival mode for so long growing up. And then being married to a narcissist, it was all about being protection and being in fight mode and afraid to be open to allow the sensitive part to show more. So that's why I was like that. That's why I was off, because I was always in battle mode constantly. Okay. So yeah, I am going to have a webinar on the 11th, Sunday the 11th, coming up. August 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I was told I had to do it before the 12th. I'm like, oh, I have so much to do. And I was like, nope, has to be done before the 12th of August because of planets going direct and things changing, the energies. I mean, the planets, it's like, was it Jupiter and Saturn? It's not until September, but the energies are starting to come in. And I have to do it before the 12th. So I'm going to push myself, do it before the 12th. I'll be holding a webinar. You could register at higherrealmholistics.com. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I put it up on the website, and it's only $22. Once payment's received, I go on. Give me at least 12 hours, please, to send you the registration. And that is what we will be doing. We'll be balancing the yin and the yang, bringing up that divine masculine energy to help you focus and to get on that path and to go, because quite honestly, you need to get there before the end of this year, light workers. Okay, this is for light workers. You need to get there. Okay, there's not much time left. We're not here for an infinite amount of time. This is it. This is ascension. Okay, if you don't get your shit together real soon, you're gonna find yourself stuck. And with the way the energies are going to go, you're going to end up in the melee of the it's going to be even harder. Let's just put it that way. It's going to be very, very hard for you as a light worker, especially you'll be stuck in that energy of 2020 with all the collective of the normies waking up and stuff and have to deal with all that kind of stuff. Best to get it done now, because we need you. Okay, that's why you're a light worker. We're all needed, especially when we have phonies out there, who are giving out half-assed information to manipulate. They're going to be blown wide open. Okay, that's another reason why he came into my view. I don't know these things. Usually, I don't know what's up until something's about to be served, and he's about to be served big time. So that is why his spot's about to be blown. I went on there and blew his spot, and it's just going to be, okay? Because once Saturn comes around, Saturn's coming around, and I've been saying this, when Saturn comes around, it's going to be whiplash. And to get yourself right, Get your karma right. I've been saying that since the beginning of the year. Get your karma right for when Saturn comes around. Saturn's coming around with Jupiter, so it's going to be mighty big. So you're either going to get your big windfall or you're going to get a foot up your ass. Basically, that's it. I can't put it more plain than that. That is why also those service to self, which is what this guy is, the service to self people who are in their darkness, it's all gonna come at them. All these narcissist people who continue to hang on to the narcissist energy, who continue to live with that narcissist energy, you know them, they're probably your ex, like mine. They're gonna get theirs. Get out the popcorn, baby. I'm ready. Sip on your tea. I'm ready for it. So that's what's going to be going on. All right, guys. So 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This Sunday coming up, the 11th of August, for the webinar to balance your yin and yang energies so you could get moving and actually get stuff done. Start getting things done, okay? Because that's why you're stuck. That is off balance, and we need to balance that. And it's going to be a lot of meditation. We're going to be doing tapping. I'll be doing some healing energy to help you balance those chakras. And the two crystals, that's right, the crystals that I saw being used had to do, because the feminine energy here, carnelian and citrine. Yes, those are the two crystals, carnelian and citrine. Those are the two crystals we'll be working with. So even if you got a little bit, bring it, okay? And of course, if you can't make it, these webinars are always good for you to purchase later on. They're on my website, okay? So you can always purchase the Higher Realm Magic for the magician, the alchemist in you, high priest, high priestess, and all the other ones, okay? So even if you can't make it Sunday, you could still do it, okay? So, all right. And don't forget 8/8. Okay? All right. Lady V out. Go to higherrealmholistics.com for more information on me and to get some amazing, cool merch. I wonder if they're going to co-opt these too. I don't know. These are all my original. It took me till my butt was numb from 5 a.m. to like 12 midnight to draw this and come up with this. Okay? All this is original. My stuff's original. All right? Lady V out. Bye. Namaste.